Hello guys, today episode I wanna show you the difference between my art than when I was in high school and right now when I came back after a long hiatus where I was unable to draw anything traditionally nor digitally. And here we have something when I was around 16 or 17 and right now when I'm 25. So let's get to it. Let's start with glitter, which I love and loved. Here we have a project for my plushie that I made in high school in a 3rd grade. There we have a character from Dream Daddy. His name was Joseph. Here we have art from my friend Genji, Hanzo and Makuri. Here we have some Orca, some more Overwatch thing, and these two are characters for the game I designed, but the game never came out. Here we have my race that's called the Impaza. It's totally random because this is what I named a file that I made the first art ever of this race, and it was in digital. The iconic thing for this race are 4 arms, long tail, also long ears and colorful skin, and also paws, like really strong legs. Here are some more designs regarding this race. This is a potion that I drank to turn into a strong creature, but each time you drank it, you became more and more different from the original self, and you went into the limbo of being kind of a monster. So this was a Hydra, and this is after a Kraken, the state of Kraken. More Overwatch, by the way. Then we have stuff from Christmas time. I remember I drew it in a history class. I love Christmas, I love snow, also more Overwatch. Then we have some personal stuff, Hamilton stuff, history has its eyes on you. And here I drew it also on history class. History classes had something in it. This was where I have to leave my phone in a dormitory, and I was feeling very unusual without my phone by my side. Here's another art from my race. As we can see, 4 arms, long ears, colorful skin, and long tail. Here we have some stuff from Inktober, Hanzo with his Oni skin, and another thing from my race. Here we have stuff from a super hot game, another thing from my race. Here we have a design for my logo for high school. Here are my initials, AS, but it came out as Orca, so just like an A. Here are more designs. Here we have some more things from my race. This one was made for Inktober also. More Inktober stuff. This and this one were made for Inktober. Here we have Gamzee from Homestuck, some mermaid and some orcas. Here we have also character made on Inktober. He was from this band Mr. Skulls. He was in the song Hellbent and a Ghost, probably. Here we have Gamzee and Tavros. More things from my race. Bernard from Hetalia. More design, so it came out like this This was the final 3D print that I that I already lost, but it was something like, one was like this and second was like teeny tiny. Also teeth. I love drawing teeth. Here we have some Undertale stuff, more of my race, and this is Norway from Hetalia. This was made for high school. This is, he has 2 left hands, but let's not talk about it. Here's more of my race. Here's my OC called Azul or Azulones. Here's some paint test. Here we have an OC called Martisi. This one is also for my race. I drew it in a library. Also glittery stuff. This one is from game called Honeycomb Studio, and I do not recommend to Google it if you are not 18 years old. This character never had a name. Some fur stuff. This is a Castiel from My Candy Love. Here we have Azulones. More things from my character. Here we have League of Legends stuff, Varus as a Darkin, the whole song. Here we have Rakan. I don't know what happened with his nose, so let's not talk about it. You have Zoe, Echo, and more Rakan. Also more Rakan. I was really about. It was all about Rakan. More Rakan, Zaya, Eridan from Homestuck. More Rakan, with this time with gold paint, and more things from my race. Azul, some pirate stuff. This was a plan for a Rakan cosplay, which I made for a convention. And Zaya. Gwen from Total Drama. Those are my OCs, Azulones, Martisi, Timo, and Sasha. And I cannot remember when I drew this too. This is my favorite. This is my only child. This is the mama's boy. Him I drew recently, but those two I can't remember. Here's my OC characters for Homestuck. I redesigned them recently, so I will show it in another sketchbook tour. Here's some free stuff. Those two were created with some kind of challenge, art challenge, where you had some prompts and those were random. This one is from a game called Pet Party on Facebook. Here we have another stuff. Another two from my race. This one is really good. I don't know why I didn't finish it. I already tried to repaint it, but I forgot where I got it, where I have it. I need to redraw this. This is really good. Here are some trees from high school. Here we have some Rakan, because we love Rakan. Some unfinished stuff. This was also cute. Here's some more furry stuff. Here we have Azul and his alter ego. And here is me and my friends. Yeah. And that's it. And we don't talk about how many pages were unscribbled. So let's get to the new sketchbook. And this one is really significant to me because this is my whole new passion. So let's start. We start with some swatches from acrylic paints. The first ever acrylic paints that I bought, and these were from AliExpress. So we have some sad faces, but also some hearts. But I do not recommend them over here's me and my boyfriend as the animals. This was my first ever painting made with acrylic markers, RTX acrylic markers, which I got from my boyfriend, and I love it, to be honest. Here's Azulones. Here we have frogs, because we love frogs, and frogs as wizards are even better. Here we have some RTX swatches, some bunnies, some OCs. Here we have Loki, my personification of a Loki. Here we have some swatches of a watercolor, like they're glittery. Here we have Azul, Martisi, more Azul. I don't know if you can see this one, yeah. And here's my character from the Minecraft, where we played like a medieval mod pack, and I was a high elf, where I could shoot icicles, fireballs, and I could teleport. And this is my book of spells, which is from mod called Ars Nuvea, which is my favorite one. Here we have Devin. This is my character which came out of Sims, and he's a vampire. Here we have Vriska from Homestuck. Here we have some Ghibli stuff made with RTX. Here's my OC Mari, also made with RTX. Then we have whole RTX face where I drew everything with acrylic markers. And here we have some ocean stuff, some unfinished cats. I love this one, Maxwell. And some lady. Plants, because we love plants. Plants from Pinterest, but whatever. Here we have Azul with plants. And here we have OC called Milo, probably, with Kofola, because we love Kofola. I love Kofola. Here we have also some Ghibli stuff, which is unfinished. And we have witch stuff. I don't know what happened to her face, so let's not talk about it. Cornelia, Irma, more Irma, and more Will. Those were my favorite. When I was young and I was playing, I always went by Irma, and my friend went by Will, and she even had the same hairstyle as Will. Here we have more Homestuck, Feferi and Mina. Here we have Mina and Arania. And this is Martisi, but with a different hair color and a different episode of his life. Here we have Sohol, Circuit Family, and Wings, Bloom, Flora, and Stella. More Homestuck stuff, Terezi and Friska. This is my character from Oblivion, where I played as a Khajiit, which was supposed to be a girl, but came out as a boy because she have the male voice, but looks like a girl, so I don't know what's happening. Here we have Bloom. Here we have Stella from Wings, and more Azulones. Here we have Marie. And the mermaid, made for May. Yeah, there's no date, but it was made around... let me look. Yeah, around 15th of May, maybe. Then we have some cats and some desserts. Those were yummy. And the last page is Azulones and Martisi. And that would be all for this episode. So thank you all for watching. If you would like, you can leave a like and a subscription to my channel. So thank you again, and I hope to see you very, very soon. Bye bye!